Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So pretty similar scenario to S&P, except this cup and handle, we have closed above it, and we're now sort of coming back onto those two levels I gave you yesterday. Don't like the way the oscillators are looking at the moment. Not much divergence, anything, but they are grouping to the upside. I'd much prefer them to be grouped down or sort of well below the 80 level at the moment. So if we start drilling down through the time frames, you can see from a weekly perspective, we started a bit of chaos and then started accelerating up. Nice close above the structure. Just want to adjust this one a little bit more onto that level there. And you can see these tails here are what we're looking for. So we're still very much in this upward channel. And I know there's quite a few of you that are getting upset with me when I'm giving you the longs, and they want the fall. And my advice to you is quite simple: stop wanting the market to do something and pay attention to what the market's doing. You'll stop burning yourself. So often what you find is people are trapped short, and they convince themselves that this market's falling, and they listen to all of the bear noise that's out there and the perma bears, and typically they lose more money than what they have, and obviously they take it out on other people. But anyway, been there, done that, got that t-shirt, and don't bother doing it anymore. So at the moment, this breakout here, you can see we sort of broke through and we try to find support here. So this is a very interesting level to pay attention to, that 35,700 or 35,718. And then you can see each one of these tails here between these two levels. And you can see the support we've got here as well. That is the zone. So that's 35,600. So between 35,600 and 35,718, there is good opportunities here. I do like the way the oscillators are pointing to the downside at the moment and sort of heading down. That is just indicating that we are easing off the overbought territory. And as soon as we start getting into oversold territory, that's always a good indication, especially when you've got some decent levels like this. Now, this is a fairly decent setup that is brewing at the moment. And I just want to come back to the 8 hour, and you can see there is my cup, there is my handle, and now we've got a break above it. So we've got CPI data coming out. Very good possibility we can break the upside and also break the downside at the moment. So my advice for this one is really wait for the data this afternoon. That's what the market is being driven by right now. Wait for that data and then make your decision on where the level is. You may find a squirt down or a squirt up. Basically, you're looking for good CPI numbers. Market may interpret that we're going to have fewer interest rate hikes, and then bad CPI numbers, probably more interest rate hikes. But the other thing to bear in mind is it could be completely different. So the market could react completely different to the data. So I never really trust the data, but it is a catalyst. So it's a catalyst which will get the market moving in one direction or the other. And typically you'll find a pullback onto some structure and then the move in the correct direction. So it'll be really volatile during the data release, because that's what everybody's trading at the moment. So you just need to wait for that noise to get out of the way, and then you'll see what the charts is telling you. So at the moment, I'm liking this. I really am liking this as a setup. Even if we pull back into a bit deeper into one of these levels or into the bottom of the channel, there's still kind of in an upward trend. Well, not kind of, it is in an upward trend. Look at the 8 hour. That's a pretty solid upward trend, and you could argue that the trend reversal was here at this double bottom retest here. Put that level there. So there you could argue that was the early warning of a trend reversal at 34,800. But for me, I want to see the moving averages cross over. So I'm waiting for pullback on structure and then looking for a move higher. Now you could have a deep pullback as well into this zone here. Just keep that in your mind. That's 35,336. So the area we want to pay attention to: 35,718, 35,600, and then 35,336. Those are the three areas you want to pay attention to. I would be doing it on the 15-minute as well. Pay attention to these levels on the 15-minute. But bear in mind, breakdown here basically destroys the trend completely, to be honest, and takes out the whole high of yesterday. So for me at the moment, got to see if we can hold some of the structure that we see in here. There's quite a bit of structure inside this area where we are right now, and I'm just going to give you another little level to pay attention to on the smaller time frames, which is 35,684, 35,718, 35,684, 35,700. That's the zone you need to pay attention to for on lower time frames. That may very well be an area we find support, and then you just probably just range about in here until the data comes out. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. Just wait patiently for the data, and then you should get some kind of opportunity this afternoon to jump in on this. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.